If you're like me, you have found that eating on the road during adventure travel can be problematic at best. Sometimes it's just not readily available, or it's very inconvenient, especially if you're camping in the middle of the wilderness, or you're a long way from a restaurant and you have to travel to the local restaurant. It could also be a significant part of your travel budget. In addition, I have found that eating at a restaurant 3 meals a day, day after day after day, it simply does not work for me. It causes the waistline to expand, and I simply cannot eat the healthy food that I would prefer to eat. So today, that's what we're going to talk about, is some of the equipment that I carry to help me prepare my own meals while I'm doing adventure travel to resolve these problems. Now, I have been fortunate enough to do a lot of traveling in my lifetime. Now, in that period, I have developed a technique and some equipment that I always try to carry with me so I can prepare a lot of my own meals no matter where I'm at, whether it be a hotel room or whether it be in the middle of the wilderness if I'm camping. And I wanted to share some of that equipment with you today to give you some ideas of how I actually do this and how I can make preparing my meals healthy and simple at the same time. Now, it's important that you have a stove. Now, stoves can be really, really small and lightweight and easy to carry. This is my entire kit for preparing hot beverages pretty much anywhere I go. The core element to that is the actual stove itself. Now, this is a propane type stove. You can pick up at any sporting goods store or outfitter. You can even mail order it. And this is the actual fuel cartridge that I use. Now, you can get these really any place. I found you can even buy them at Walmart. You simply screw the propane cylinder onto the stove, make sure you get a good seal, and then you simply bring out the legs. You have your control mechanism there, and you can then put your pot or your beverage container on here to heat your meals. Now, a word of caution, the propane tanks cannot be transported on a commercial airliner. It violates FAA safety regulations. So what I do when I travel is I find out where the nearest store is at that I can buy these, typically a Walmart, and I just simply go in there and pick up a couple once I land. You can carry the stove, but you cannot carry the propane bottles even in your checked baggage. Now, in my little kit here, I always carry a little bandana. The bandana serves as a dish towel. It serves as a tablecloth or any other item that I might need a little bandana for. The next item I carry is a multi-use item called a spork. It's a combination of spoon and a fork. This one is a titanium model that I picked up at my local sporting goods store. I prefer metal because I could use it over high heat to prepare meals without worrying about it either burning or melting. I always try to carry 2 small metal cups with me. I can set these on a fire and make hot beverages, or actually cook in them, and then actually consume the beverages from them. I also carry in the little kit a pack of waterproof matches, so I'm always able to set fire to my stove. Next in my toolkit is a general purpose knife. Now, this knife can be used to help me prepare my meals, to cut twine or whatever you need a small knife for. It's always good to have one of these in your kit. Next is a combination wine cork and bottle opener. You never know when you're going to come face to face with a bottle of wine or a craft beer that you need to get access to. Now, the next item I carry is a simple can opener, a very small one. If any of you have been in the military back in the 70s or before, you'll recognize this as something that used to come standard equipment with your sea rations. Now, I did not get this in sea rations, even though I am that old. I picked this up at my local sporting goods store, and you can do the same thing. They're about $1, $1.50. Also, I carry with me a simple cooking pot, which fits on top of my stove with a lid. And inside, I store a scrub pad and a bowl for actually consuming my meals in. And it has a lid. Now, this particular product does not have a pot holder built into it, so you can buy an aftermarket pot holder to move the hot pot off the stove and onto the stove as you need. Now the next item on my list is something that's been recently added. It's called a mocha pot. It's a coffee pot. I actually have seen these used several times on travel documentaries, but one of the YouTube channels that I follow, I watched him do a presentation on the mocha pot. I decided to go ahead and get one and try it out. It actually makes a really, really good cup of coffee. Prior to using the mocha pot, I was using instant coffee from the gourmet coffee chain, but they're not always easy to come by. So with this, I can simply restock and get coffee at any grocery store. Now, I also always carry at least a liter of water, if not 2 liters of water with me anywhere I go, because you really can't have too much water. Now, the next item I carry with me everywhere I go is a detergent called Camp Suds. This is the brand name. There are several brand names out there. I have been using this product for years and I like it. Not only can you use it for washing your dishes, you can also use it to take a shower with or bath, wash your hair, and do your laundry. It's a universal, mild detergent that's designed for travel. The last item I want to talk about is the Ziploc storage bag. Now, I use the 1 quart size freezer bag, and this is not just for storing food in. You can actually prepare meals in this. What I have found, and I will demonstrate this in the next video when I actually talk about some sample recipes of food that I take with me when I travel. Take yourself some eggs, put them in here, remove the shells of course, scramble them up, fill this full of hot boiling water, and simply put your Ziploc bag with your eggs in there, and a few minutes later you have got scrambled eggs in the bag, and you can eat them right out of the bag and throw the bag away, nothing to clean. And then your pot is simply ready to go. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Is it really safe to prepare food and eat it out of a plastic Ziploc bag? Well, I had the same question. So I actually went to the manufacturer's website and did some research. These bags for this particular brand have been engineered for food storage and food heating up to 1500 degrees. So it gives off no dangerous byproducts or carcinogens that they have found. Now, as you can see, I've got a pretty simple kit here. It's very small, easy to transport. I can make some nice, healthy meals. Matter of fact, when I travel now, my food budget doesn't deviate from my regular day-to-day food budget. It's very similar. My meals that I eat on the road is very similar to the meals I would eat at home. Makes for a better routine, healthier, and I can even plan for it a lot better. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have any suggestions or tips of things that you do when you travel, please leave them in the comments below. And please feel free to subscribe. We always love new subscribers. Thanks for watching, and y'all take care.